Whole lot of technical problems. What's new? Sorry about this. Yeah, hi John. You know, so they're playing with the forms. These columnar basalt forms, they are playing with it. Yeah, hi there. Welcome to Reykjavik, Friends of Iceland. You're seeing the majestic Hallgrímskirkja Church, Maggie. And we are here in Reykjavik, or the Winter Lights Festival here in the Great Reykjavik area. And they put these kinds of lights installations on outside of all kinds of buildings. I was trying to use a certain technical method earlier to include Inspired by Iceland to the stream, but of course it didn't work. What's new? But here we are, and I hope you enjoy. We're gonna walk through the beautiful Reykjavik city center. We're gonna check out the displays. So people can actually change the form. So there's some kind of like a display there, and it adapts to your movement. So you see the kids over there. So there's just basically a van over there that projects these lights outside the. That's Leif the Lucky over there, the statue there. And so there's this big van that projects onto the building. There's a little bit of wind. Hopefully it's not too noisy on your end. Hi Carol, hi Karen, hi Cheryl, hi David and Anne, and welcome to Reykjavik. I'll tell you more about the festival a little bit later on, but it's basically to celebrate the darkness here in February. February is a kind of a bad month in Iceland, or bad month, the weather is not optimal. So this festivity started a while back. So both with light installations and then also with like a museum night. So all the museums of the Great Reykjavik area are free during this weekend, and you can also they have special exhibits that are just running this weekend sometimes. I'm not going to talk more about these technical difficulties that I had in the beginning. They are done with. I just hope you enjoy. So they are playing with these columnar basalt forms that are, obviously prevalent in the church. Sorry, it's a little bit windy. Steve asks about the bars. Well, they open on Monday. They will open up because there are so few that are cases of COVID in Iceland today. They are relaxing the rules a bit. So the bars can open up on Monday until they can be open until 10, similar like the restaurants are today in Iceland. Iceland is one of the few countries in Europe at this moment that have a green light. We have very few cases. Been having very few cases the last couple of weeks. So hopefully it stays like that. We have very strict control at the border. Hello Leila from Serbia, and hi Andres. So there are a couple of vans over there that project onto the Harper concert hall. To be honest, I like this work. This is cool, but the artwork that was last year, the Glacier Requiem, that was even more awesome because they had a whole lot of sound coming with it. So it was icebergs breaking off the Hallgrímskirkja church, and of course the top, it looks like glaciers breaking apart. So it's in the design of the church also. So I thought it was a cool. And now they're playing with, of course, the column and basalt. You can see how the church goes up like these pillars. So there are a whole lot of buildings. All around. So you see these vans, so they project here on the front of the building. It's about 0 Celsius, so 32 Fahrenheit, but it, it's a little bit windy. So this is called interference. Okay, so this guy over here is making the art now. So he's waving, and ooh, Leon, I wouldn't like to be in your shoes with minus 25 Celsius with wind chill. But it's probably close to minus 10, something like that. Well, so they are making the artwork here. They are waving hands and oh, sorry, the zoom. So this work is called interference. So I'm gonna slowly back off. Hi Eva from Hungary, and Beverly. Yes, I would need some brennivín. Hi James, it's just 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit, but it's quite, it's a little bit of wind, so it's yeah, it gets a little bit more chilly. Hi Joe from Liverpool, and Krista, and Vicky. So this is only from Thursday to Sunday, 4th to 7th of February, this festival, the Winter Lights Festival. And you can maybe see over here, there's art over there. But I'm going to show you first one thing before you walk down Skólavörðustígur. Yes, this is in downtown Reykjavik. This is the main landmark in Reykjavik here, Sarah. Hallgrímskirkja Church. And then we're going to walk down to the Reykjavik city center and check out the lightworks or art installations there. So there's actually a queue here. So this is the art gallery of sculptures called Einar Jónsson, one of the masters of Icelandic art. And when you're able to travel, I recommend for you to check out his museum, but maybe look also just the sculpture garden. So there's a queue here, so I'm not gonna. So they are only letting a couple of people inside at a time. But I'm gonna show you the other end of it. So this sculpture garden over here is open and free of charge. So if you check out Hallgrímskirkja Church, it's perfect to take a stroll through that garden and enjoy the sculptures of Einar Jónsson. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go here in the back and show you a sneak peek here of his. So this is also kind of like a work where the observer can interact with the lights and even sound. Hi Aaron from Minnesota and Anna from Montreal. So the thing is that yeah, people can interact with this. I'm not seeing, well yeah, there's a little bit of action, but hi Jane from Scotland. Bob, are you gonna check out when we have the fireworks show, or? Hi Vanessa, yeah, but just buy me a coffee or PayPal, or it all goes to my company and to me. So thank you for if you're willing to tip a little bit. Thank you. So yeah, so how are everybody doing? I know it's early where you are, some of you at least, 11 a.m. I know somebody is watching in Australia, 6 a.m. there. Oh, Samsara, minus 51 with wind chill. So yeah, just stay inside, read a book. What is a big scam, Christy? If I could ask. Hi Marco from Portugal and Michelle from Connecticut. So lovely to see how many of you are joining from all over the world. So like I said earlier, they can play around with lights, so they can so it's not just a one-dimensional light work. So there's only been 3 days of like three white days in Reykjavik for the total of winter this year, and that's it has never been that few days that are white in Reykjavik since 1921. Hi Rocio, masks are not obligated, are not needed if you're outside, and but I also have a mic here, so of course it's Hi Lisa from Winnipeg. Glad you have me. So are they taking Leif the Lucky? Please ignore these links and these spammers. We are handling them, so just don't click on any links from these a-holes. Hi Chris, I'm not sure about the Northern Lights tonight. To be honest, I've been kind of busy, and so I didn't look it up. It was on my list, to-do list, but yeah. Sherry, what I meant by 3 white days, I was talking about snow. Sorry, I was not clear about that. So just referring to how many days have there been where it's been snowing here in Iceland, in Reykjavik, in the north and to the northwest, and it's much more. There's much more snow over there, but not here. Hi Edda from Vancouver. Velkomin til Reykjavíkur. Steve, no, who's asking about COVID measures. Yes, there are. A lot of people have masks, and we try to respect like a distance and stuff like that, but we feel like we are a little bit maybe relaxed now because we have had so few cases, and a couple of days now we've just been 0 or 1 person diagnosed with COVID. Hi Mary, the metal buildings, yeah, this is corrugated iron. This thing over here, corrugated iron. So when we started to build from wood again in the 18th century, we used this corrugated iron, kind of like a insulation, so we didn't have to put oil on the wood constantly, because here it's constantly freezing and thawing. So and then the colors depended on what was on sale that day, so that's why we have so many colors of the houses here. No, there's no set rules of how, like a district doesn't need to be white or whatever, you know, or a street row. So, Leppalude over there, the father of the Icelandic Julelads, the 13 guys. I told you that story on our Christmas walking tour, so if you haven't seen that, maybe check that out on Facebook and YouTube. So, an ode to the dance floor. It's got some moves. I remind you, don't click on any links by these spammers. They will be dealt with. So basically, you can play yourself. Hi Patrick. Hi Vanessa from South Africa. Yeah, we are very late in taking down the Christmas trees here, Annie. One of the best things about Iceland is that we are using the long, dark winter months here. We are a very artistic bunch. We like to make music, write books, and do all kinds of art. I think it's kind of like, I think it's ingrained in our culture to stay occupied in the winter months, when everybody was, well, just staying inside and maybe knitting or making something with the Icelandic wool. And then writing, yeah, 1 in 10 Icelanders writes a book in his lifetime. One of my favorite bars, coffee house / record store. 12 tonar, or 12 chords, or notes. Notes, no, 12 chords. Let's say that. Way to go, Caroline. She knows how it works. She's knitting now while she's watching, Caroline. So that's a very popular thing to do here. While you're watching telly, you are knitting. Or at least in some groups. Hi Annie, is this the main downtown? Yeah, sort of. We are in downtown Reykjavik. I would say not the absolute center, but we are coming to the main shopping street, Laugarvegur, and then there's some kind of light show inside here. They call it the prison party. This is an old prison. They are renovating and maybe somebody is having fun there inside. I don't know. It's closed to the public. Here we have the Rainbow Street. So it's 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit. I see a couple of asking that. Hi Jan, yeah, I'll go to Harper. We're gonna work ourselves probably over there. Not sure what will happen there. Okay. So it's like a Somebody asked what Rainbow Street? So they painted this street actually when for Gay Pride, but we really like the coloring, so we decided to keep it. So now it's always in Pride colors. Fun fact, 1/3 of the lava that's been spewed forth in the world for the last, since the Middle Ages, since 1500s, is in Iceland. So 1/3 of total lava flow everywhere in the world is in Iceland. And that's a beautiful ice lagoon, of course, to the south, east of Iceland. Beautiful space to check out. This is one of my favorite places in Iceland. Does anybody know where this is? This is to the north of Iceland. Shaped like a horseshoe. There's a folklore story that it's called Ásbyrgi. There's a story that Sleipnir, the eight-legged horse of Odin, basically stepped down here and made this huge hoof print in the landscape, and it's remained like that ever since. Kelly, not sure about the Sun Voyager, but maybe we'll walk all the way over there. Depends on how cold my fingers feel. If you want to buy me a coffee, this is the link, buymeacoffee.com, Friend Reykjavik. Sherry, I'll probably do a folklore tour later. We have a Reykjavik folklore walk, live walking tour, but of course nobody is doing live walking tours. So this is the main shopping street over here, Laugarvegur, Hot Spring Road. Some wool sweaters and stuff. Somebody likes window shopping, just want to give you a peek. I was asked for that, give you a peek into the window, so I'm just obliging to that. So buymeacoffee.com, Friend Reykjavik. Somebody was asking about that. Buymeacoffee.com, Friend Reykjavik. And also my friend Eva is posting comments and stuff like that. So if you want to tip a little bit, then of course it's very welcome, but not necessary. So what is happening over here? Laugarvegur 33B. So this is another art installation called Hove, multimedia event that uses multiple cinematic mediums in order to create a space that invokes that feeling of an artistic paradise in which a grand party is taking place within the walls of the house. Yeah, long description. Did you see me there? Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of stores and places here in downtown that are closed at the moment, and restaurants closed. But hopefully it will pick up. Hopefully it will pick up after So you like that restaurant? Pretty good. Italian, mostly. Gonna give you a quick peek of a Harper concert hall, but we'll visit that later. Beverly, no Starbucks, only Icelandic change here, almost. Well, we have, of course, we have Kentucky, and we have things like that. But yeah, no, I think there's no officially. So do you see the Harper Concert Hall there in the middle? There's a unique design now, made by the same guy that made the glass dome outside of Harper, called Ólafur Eliasson. He made a special light installation for the Harper, for the light festival. I'm going to Harper later on, but I'm going to start with a couple of things before I'm going to end up at Harper probably. Or maybe the Sun Voyager, if I'm not too cold. Hi Tammy, this is Reykjavik City, Reykjavik Iceland, capital of Iceland. A lot of development going on over there. Hi Victoria, no, it's not hard to travel around in Reykjavik if you don't have a car. But of course, if you're going to visit like the Golden Circle, stuff like that, then you just book tours. You know, you don't need to have a car to most of the things that you are interested in, I think, are in a walking distance. So entry to I consider this is downtown over there. This is the old downtown. So these are lines from Icelandic movies here in the top right corner. And Reykjavik is a city of UNESCO City of Literature in 2011. And you know, like I said, the only thing that you need to do is to find another planet and keep the party going. So these are lines from Icelandic movies. Maybe I'll post a link to some Icelandic suggestions for Icelandic movies for you sometime after the tour. Rich or Rick? Who's your friend? The film director. Hi Bart, thank you for the coffee. I'll need it. So this is an example of one of my favorite places over here, called Hressingarskálin. This is the oldest restaurant establishment. Always went here with my food tours. We Your Friend In Reykjavik does like walking tours and experiences in Reykjavik. And unfortunately this closed down soon. Soon after COVID hit. So I'm a little bit sad about that. We always had the Icelandic lamb soup here at that restaurant. The traditional, like if something is like Iceland in a bowl, and that's the Icelandic lamb soup. Somebody is asking me a coffee link again. It's buymeacoffee.com, friend Reykjavik. Buymeacoffee.com, friend Reykjavik. But my friend Eva is also posting some comments about if you want a tip. Hi Barb from St. Louis. Yes, Debbie, Rams is a it's a great movie. It's especially probably because the farming, it displays a little bit of a light on the farming society, or part of the farming society of Iceland. Rams, the movie Rams. Trees are pretty cool, right? I'm trying to remember the name of this. I think it's like a, if it's called Trees of Reykjavik or the Orchard of, or I don't. Yeah, I have notes here somewhere. I can grab for it later on. I like this artwork. This is made by the artist Einar Jónsson, the sculptures that I was talking about earlier. So it's called Frumkvöðlin, or so it's like the giant that leads the path for the people. So it's a perfect thing for this guy over here. Our freedom fighter. This guy called Jón Sigurðsson is like our his birthday is our national holiday, like 17th of June. So I like this, like the giant that paves the path for the common folk. Of course, using the columnar basalt, similar like we were talking about earlier in Hallgrímskirkja Church. Hi Liz, yes, I'm a tour guide here. My company, Your Friend In Reykjavik, does all kinds of walking tours and food tours, beer tours, city walk, like a good introduction to Reykjavik and Iceland. Perfect, like if you're that's the parliament. Sorry, nearly didn't mention that. That's the parliament building of Reykjavik, of Iceland. And that's the Cathedral church over here. House is about 600 people. Once this could house everybody in Reykjavik. Hi Mayor, thank you for the coffee. Hressingarskálin, that is the name, Elsie. Hressingarskálin or Hressó. So I was told there was a little bit of artwork over here. I'm walking a very similar path like I did on my Christmas walk. Yeah, there's something over there. Shall we check out the birds as we're in the vicinity? Annabelle, it's a Lutheran church, yes, Christian church. So we are our state church is Lutheran, so 70% of Icelandic people are automatically registered to be a part of the state church, the Lutheran church. And that's the Cathedral Church of Iceland. That's actually the first building built. So the building over there, sorry for the quick turn, it's the first building that was built specifically for Reykjavik being the capital of Iceland. Sherry, the overall population of Iceland is 360,000 people. I like this. I've shown it to you earlier. The unknown bureaucrat or the unknown businessman. That's delay. So let's check out the birds as we are here. So part of the pond is frozen over. I did a walking tour and went around this pond here. So if you want to check that out, it's on our Facebook page and on our, yes, Eric, Blockhead, that's the name of the statue also sometimes. There are swooper swans, there are eider ducks, there are geese and gulls, seagulls. Yes, we can sometimes see the aurora. I'm actually scanning the sky right now because, okay, there is a little bit of a light over here. It's very hard to see when you're not with a camera, but there is a string here, so it's lying over like, and maybe it'll get stronger later today night, maybe. Let's keep an eye for it, shall we? So sometimes the northern lights are quite visible, but it's not very common. But yeah, this is Mr. Blockhead that we're talking about earlier. So sound installation on the bridge by Reykjavik City Hall. The project received a COVID-19 cultural grant from the city of Reykjavik, an arts grant. Okay, sound installation. What happens then? Shall we see? Ah. Hi Lynn, no, leave. No, the temple is not yet finished, unfortunately. I think COVID played some part in that. But I'm trying not to talk, sorry. I'm glad to hear, Laura. Maybe you feel like you're traveling a little bit with me in Iceland. Forget everything about COVID and all that darkness. And that's a friendly tip for you guys. Never buy water in Iceland. Mr. Blockhead or Mr. You know who. Beth, yes, it's like a wind chime actually. Yeah, right. It's very... Yeah, the water in Iceland is so pure and good. So never buy. Just bring your favorite bottle and just fill it up anywhere you go, anywhere. You know, even at the gas stations and yeah. Hi guys, I know you're expecting bread, but I'm sorry, these guys only have a coffee for you, or me, hopefully. Yeah, people homes by the lake, by the pond. So here is something. Let's check that out. Hi Carol, no snow. Yeah, there's only been 3 days of snow total in Reykjavik this winter. And that's the lowest number of white days in Reykjavik since 1921. So I guess go climate change. So we're passing the Reykjavik City Council house, by the way. Yeah. I'm forgetting to tell you the most basic things. So still the Christmas tree is on there, and shall we check if it's frozen enough for me to walk on it? There are some people over there trying. Shall we enjoy their misfortune? No, that's not a skating. This is a small pond that's just simply frozen over. And some people like to check out the thickness. Yeah, we like to keep our lights up late in Reykjavik and Iceland. Well, at least some of us do, because it's dark enough already here. So I think part of it was also keeping it up until the Lights Festival was over before they take it down. So the Winter Light Festival is usually in the first weekend of February. So if you want to come and join us in 2022, then please do. There are about 6,000 light bulbs on that tree alone. Reminds me of Avatar, the movie. What does it remind you of, guys? Still waiting for Avatar 2, 3 and 4, right? When is that gonna happen? And the Smurfs, yes. So that's Skúli the Sheriff, the founder of Reykjavik, or father of Reykjavik. Sorry. So Reykjavik was just a bunch of farms until this guy, by the orders of the king, or with help from the Danish king, we were a Danish colony at the time, he helped us. They built a couple of kind of like wool factories here and rope factories and stuff like that, or small, to export something from Iceland, and that was the start of urbanization of Reykjavik. So it was about around 1750, and so this is the old main street of Reykjavik, Aðalstræti, or the main street. We did a walk last Wednesday where we checked out this over here, the Settlement Museum. Talked about the settlement of Iceland, and so there's it's of course totally dark right now, but yeah, totally dark, but it tells the story about the first settler of Iceland. A fun little museum that's pretty easy to walk through. The church is closed, sorry, Patricia, so we can't go there. But I'm gonna go there in a later walk. I was gonna go there a couple of weeks ago, but unfortunately there was so this is called Ingólfur's Well. Ingólfur's Well, the well of the first settler. And so we have all reason to believe that this house over there, the Viking house that's down there in the cellar, is probably the house of Mr. Ingólfur, the first settler of Iceland. But that's another story. Is there a quarantine for tourists coming to Iceland? Yes. Yeah, you need to quarantine, and we are trying to keep yeah, the COVID numbers down. This is a meeting point for most of our walking tours. This is the high seat pillars, or Öndvegissúlurnar. It has the story about this. These are basically the first settler used these kind of logs, high seat pillars that are carved out with signs of Odin, Thor, the Old Norse gods, and where they would find them, that would be like a sign from the gods to settle, and they found them here in Reykjavik. So very, very short history about the settlement. But now we're heading to Harper Concert Hall. Yes, we have done several walking tours actually, guys. So check out our Facebook page and our YouTube page. We've done a walk, a view over Wonders of Iceland Museum. We've done a walk, a Christmas walk, talking about beers. We have done yeah, like I think 10 or 12 tours, something like that. And there are at least 8 coming up. So yeah, there'll be walking tours. So if you want to escape your home for a while and and enjoy a walking tour with Your Friend In Reykjavik, then just we have it basically nearly every Wednesday and Saturday. Thank you, Laura. And if you like the idea of these live streams, then maybe you would like to join our Patreon page. It's like a patrons of live streams. So then you're basically get some free content and just supporting what we're trying to do, trying to help people traveling without. So that's a legendary hot dog stand. If you research Icelandic food, then you'll for sure heard about the Icelandic lamb hot dogs. Hi Lily, I've been thinking about these 360-degree tours. Maybe I will implement them in the future. I'm looking into it. That's the Reykjavik flea market over there. We've done a short walk through that just before Christmas. And yeah, we have of course checked out the Icelandic penis museum that's over there, or phallological museum. Phallological. That's a bit of a fun word. So yeah, you can check that out. So let's walk here by the harbor and end up by Harper. Maybe you'll go to the Sun Voyager. I'm not that cold yet. Whole lot of development over there. Hopefully it will be finished before you will be able to travel to Iceland. I'm a little bit, just between you and me, I'm a little bit tired of all how much development there's been the last couple of years, but I guess it's all in the name of progress, right? Sometimes not, but it's about 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit, but there's a little bit of wind, so it bites a little bit, but not too bad. Reykjavik is the biggest export harbor of fish in Iceland. Fishing is of course one of our main ways of foreign exchange income. It wasn't until 2013 when finally tourism eclipsed fishing as our main source of getting some euros and dollars to the country. But we are one of the biggest fishing nations in I like the quiet here. Get breathe a little bit. And also closeness to the sea. I love the sea. Being raised on a small fishing village island called the Westmond Islands to the south. This is like a school for the fishermen in Iceland. This ship over here. So every person that works as a sailor or needs to go to this school learning basic like safety measures and procedures for sailors, and learn how to jump into the sea in a kind of a wetsuit and stuff like that. So this is like a training. We lost a lot of sailors to the sea in the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th century. So Shetali, you ask, do you love petrified shark? Well, no, I don't love it, but I feel like it's a part of my culture. So, and it's always an option on my food tours. Just if you want to try it out, it's like old cheese with a hint of ammonia. Well, at least the mild version. The strong version can be a bit stronger than that. Bingo ask, any big changes here because of the pandemic? Well, of course, a lot of businesses are struggling. A lot of so it's going to be a bit interesting to see who survives and who not, and how is that all going to play out. So that's the beautiful Harper Cathedral. So a little bit windy here by the sea. Obviously the wind is coming from the north. And when you don't have the shelter of the houses anymore, it can bite. So this art installation is based on fireworks. So this woman over there is a dancer, and she designed the fireworks show here a couple of years back. So she decided to make an artwork that basically organic fireworks based on beautiful plants and blooming. I'm happy that you don't hear the wind, because I have a big muffler on the mic, so I'm really glad that because the wind is grabbing my breath. So Ólafur Eliasson, the designer of the glass dome, he designed a special light installation just for the winter festival. Let's see how it changes colors. Jessica, yes, the wind near the harbor can be strong, especially if the wind is blowing from the north. So they can design this This light show any color, and they can even play like I've seen they play ping pong games on this. So like remember where there's a ball that's going from one to the left, and they are playing games from the left to the right. Part of the, I think 2 years ago there was a artwork so people and so children could draw on the side of the Harper. So they will basically had like I think it was a website which you could basically log into, and then you could draw like your coloring outside that. Is it meant to mimic the Northern Lights? Yes and no. They are designed to grab of course, the light from the sun, from the sea, from the sky. So it's basically a celebration to light. And as I said earlier, we have recorded. Yeah, it looks like an iceberg right now, right? We have recorded 10, 12. I've done a live drive of Westmond Islands. So yeah, check out our old stuff and subscribe, and you'll see we have several tours lined up. So, what do you say, guys? Should we check out the Sun Voyager also? Let's walk there. Let's walk by the sea. Can you hear the sea, Kimberly? I can hear it. I can hear it calling me the way it used to. Yeah, there you see the. Do you see the beam of light? There? No. Yes. No. It's too dark. There's a little bit of. Yeah, it's too dark probably. So that's the. Imagine Peace Tower is there in the middle. Yeah, you can see a little bit here in the middle, right? I'm trying to gaze up if there are any, if I can see any northern lights. But there's too much light pollution here, so that's a key thing. If you're going for the northern lights, you need to be free from light pollution. But you just need to go sometimes when at the right circumstances you can go to Grota Lighthouse, just the end of the peninsula here of Reykjavik Peninsula, and so it's out of focus, right? Sorry. And they are visible over there. It depends on, of course, if the cloud covers are fortunate and there's enough activity, and so it's always a hunt. Yeah, there are many lights, art installations here by the seafront, a little bit further. I did yeah, it's the is the internet connection unstable? Joel, Peace Tower? No, it's just a small ferry. I'm here in the Reykjavik city center. Okay guys, I'm gonna walk to the Sun Voyager. I'm not gonna talk because I can see the connection is unstable. For some reason, there's some kind of a yeah, the connection was a little bit unstable there. I think it's okay right now, right? Good to hear, Kelly. Thank you for letting me know. Yes, yeah, I'm actually thinking about going to the Westmond Island where the Sun Voyager is on the 20th of February. So if you want to check that out, I'll do a live stream and go with the ferry and check out the Imagine Peace Tower. There's not a lot of things going on in Viðey in the winter, but nonetheless, I want to see the Peace Tower in action. I can see my battery is now 25%. Started fully loaded, so obviously this takes a little bit of strain on my phone. Kimberly, just sign up for Your Friend In Reykjavik for the live streams, and yeah, it's going to be live on the 20th of February, so it will be very similar like on YouTube, on our Facebook page. There's an event. Yeah, so we're gonna end up here at the Sun Voyager, and I just want to thank those that have bought me a coffee or or yeah, just sign on for like, you can sign on for notifications on both YouTube and Facebook, so when I go live you get the notification when I go live. So I think that's a cool thing to do if you like Iceland. And we're gonna do all kinds of stuff. We're gonna have a talk with a writer called Alda Sigmundsdóttir, the writer of the Little Books of Iceland. And we're gonna have a beer tasting on the 27th of February. Tasting all kinds of beers, and if you buy some, we'll talk about the beers that you have and have a merry time together. So an ode to the sun, a dream boat designed like a Viking longship. I'll tell you more about this vessel in a later stream, a little bit more info. Because we're gonna go go inside the Harper concert hall and check out this thing and talk a little bit more details later on. I like the idea of this as being a dream boat, like a ship of your dreams, or hi Mike, my Facebook page is Your Friend in Reykjavik. Your Friend in Reykjavik. Yeah, it's not good. So guys, I'm gonna enjoy a good big cup of coffee, thanks to you, and say goodbye with this parting shot. So hey, góðan dag, have a good day, and see you in Iceland, either live streaming or in the person sometime. Takk fyrir mig. So I just want to, somebody was talking about the Your Friend in Reykjavik Facebook page. Same with YouTube and same with Instagram. Very basic. Your Friend in Reykjavik. And of course our website, if you want to do a tour with us when you are able to travel, then yourfriendinreykjavik.com. So, takk fyrir mig. We'll see you later. This has been an excellent tour. Takk.